everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to know about the threads in the operating system. Video we are going to know about threads from the operating system. So in the previous video we have learned about the process in the operating system. Okay, so thread is a part of the process. A process is called a heavyweight process. It is a heavyweight, and whereas the thread is a lightweight. Okay, so let us know about the thread. A thread is a lightweight process that helps the tasks run concurrently. The threads are not dependent on each other and provides maximum CPU throughput. Each thread belongs to exactly one process and no thread can exist outside a process. Each thread represents a separate flow of control. Process is a heavyweight, that is, it takes more number of resources, whereas thread takes less number of resources. Process context switching is slower and needs interaction with operating system, whereas thread's context switch is faster and no need to interact with operating system. Since threads are independent, blocking one thread doesn't affect other thread running. Threads share memory with other threads of same process, whereas process don't share memory with other process. So we are going to know about the different types of threads here, that is single level thread and multi-level thread. Okay, so in the case of single level thread, only one thread is running in the process. Okay, in the multi-level threads, multiple number of threads are running, and each and every thread will be having its own register and stack. Okay, so you can see that each register and each thread will be having its own register and stack. Okay, in the single level thread, whereas in the multi-level thread also it will be sharing the code, data and files, and it will be having its own register and stack. Okay, it will share only code, data and files in the multi-level thread and single level threads. A thread is a part of the process. Suppose I'm opening a browser. Okay, here you can consider the browser as a process and the tabs in the browser as a thread. Okay, we can open multiple number of tabs in a browser. Okay, so you can consider the process as a browser and the thread as a tab in the browser. Okay, and each and every thread will be having its own register and stack. Okay, and it will share the code, data and files. Similarly, in the multi-level thread, the single level thread means if you consider a browser, so we are opening a single tab. Okay, in the multi-level thread, so we are going to open multiple number of tabs in a browser. So in that case, it will be sharing the code, data and files. Okay, and each thread will be maintaining its own register and stack. Okay, so next one. So next one is about the relation between program, process and a thread. Okay, so here we can see that a thread is a part of the process, whereas the process is a part of the program. Okay, we all know that the process is a program which is executing. Okay, and thread is a part of the process. So we can consider a real-time example here. Suppose if you are running a word processor, there will be one thread running in the foreground as the editor, and other thread running in the background auto-saving the document at a regular time interval. So no one would design a process to do that auto-saving task separately. Let the spell checker be the other thread executing in the word processor. Okay, so we can open many Word documents at a time. Each Word document is considered as a process. So here the word processing software is a program, and program is nothing but a set of instructions. Okay, so here the word processor is a process with multiple threads running concurrently. Okay, so in the last one I have told you about the browser example also. Okay, in the browser we can open multiple number of tabs and you can consider each tab as a thread and browser as a process here. So what about the program? So program means set of instructions. Okay, so you can consider any application in the desktop as a program. So program means set of instructions, right? Suppose I'm opening a browser. Okay, so then so browser, which is a program on the hard disk, when I am opening that particular application, so it will become a process and it will start executing. Okay, and I can open multiple number of times the browser, right? So I can open the same browser multiple number of times. Suppose I am opening the browser 3 times here. So that means I am executing 3 processes of the browser. Okay, so here the browser is a program. So when I am double clicking that particular icon, so the program will start executing and it will become a process. Okay, and if suppose I am opening the browser 3 times, then 3 processes are running here. And in each browser I am opening a tab. Each browser I am opening 2 tabs. That means in each process 2 threads are running. Okay, so in this manner we can know the relationship between the program, process and a thread. Similarly, if you consider the Word document, so in the Word document also, so suppose I'm going to edit the document and there will be auto saving running in the background and there will be a spell checker. So these are, we can consider these as a three threads here. Okay, so 3 threads running in a process. So this is a simple real-time example about the threads. Okay, and similarly we can open multiple number of Word documents at a time. So that means we are opening, so here the 3 processes are running in the Word document. You can consider the editor and the spell checker and auto saving of the document, printing a document, and each and every task as a thread in the particular process. Okay, so this is the relationship between the program, process and a thread. Okay, so let us know about the advantages of the thread. The advantages are responsiveness, resource sharing, enhanced throughput, and communication. So first one is the responsiveness. Here each process is divided into threads. All the threads run parallelly and context switching time is very less compared to the process. And the cost of the threads is also very less compared to the process. Here the context switching is very faster in the threads. So the next one is the communication. Communication between threads is done easily as the threads share common address space. In the process we have to follow separate technique, right? So in the single level threads and multi-level threads we have seen that. So here they were sharing the code, data and files section, whereas it is maintaining the separate register and stack section. Okay, it is having its own register and stack section. And the next one is enhanced throughput. If a process is divided into threads, each thread runs concurrently, independent of each other, and number of jobs executed per unit amount of time increases. And the last one is resource sharing. So resources like code, data and files can be shared among all threads within a process. The stack and register cannot be shared. Cannot be shared. Each thread has its own stack and registers. Okay, so these are the advantages of the threads. So hope you have understood about the concept of the threads briefly. Thank you.